Oh, play me some Fight Fiend music like Grandpa and Grandma used to do. I'm gonna crack a cold one and talk about some more fights and try to make you some more money too. I got my locks already. Okay, here we go, Fight Fiends. I'm Joseph, the host of the Fight Fiend Forecast, back for the Props and Parlays show. I got the locks figured out on a somewhat tricky card. We got 11 fights, maybe 12 now, because of Darrius Flowers and Evan Elder, so I should probably break that fight down before I get too far into the locks, dogs, forecast of the week, parlay, stuff like that. Smash the like button before we get going. Crack a cold one. Enjoy a nice beverage with me. Some liquid courage is going to go a long way on a tricky card like this. It's not going to be an easy one. The locks are not going to be easy like last week. The plus 125 parlay hit in under 5 minutes. That's not going to happen this week. The locks are... We don't care what other people are doing. We're focused on what we think is going to happen on this card. Trust in your instinct. And let's see what happens. It's a tricky card. You can't sit here and tell me you know what's going to happen on each and every fight on the card. Like, this is a tough one to forecast for sure. Let's talk about the fight they just added, right? Very short notice. How are they even putting it? Like, I don't even understand how... How did they put this together and not have it ready on Monday? These boys have to weigh in. Obviously, it's welterweight. They both previously fought at lightweight, potentially. Elder is a 4-1 favorite. I don't like the price tag. And I know Flowers is 12-7, but at $4.50, seeing him go to $4, a little bit of money come in. I'm gonna take him to win. And I don't love it because he's been submitted 5 times out of his 7 losses. He's not very good on the ground, but he is a specimen. I think he can keep the fight on the feet against Evan Elder, who has 1 submission win. He's not a guy that's looking to grapple. He likes to stand and bang. Now, he was standing and bang with Nazim Sadikov. He got a cut above his eye. The doctor had to stop that. In that case, I think Darrius Flowers could slice and dice in this fight. Maybe get the knockout punch. Like, he has a lot of knockouts on his record, and that's how he likes to win his fights. He has 8 knockouts. His last win was a knockout on the Contender Series, so it was a submission to a slam. It was kind of a weird knockout. It was like a TKO. I wouldn't really call that a knockout, but he got it done by TKO. Before that fight, he had another knockout in the very first round, knockout in the second round. Beat a guy by a decision here, Tim Caron, who's 13-6, not a very good win. So Darrius, I mean, the 2 guys that he did knock out were Tim Hilly and Daniel Gadley. Gadley at LFA was 4-2, not very good. And Tim was fucking 9-5. Like, he's not knocking out very good guys. Evan Elder is very good compared to the guys Darrius was knocking out. So he's probably not getting the knockout. At $4, maybe he can win a decision. I just don't agree with the price whatsoever. It's a short notice fight. Not sure why it's on the card. Just add another fight, I guess. I'll take the big underdog in a spot that sometimes the 4-1 favorite just can't get it done. We've seen it multiple times. The biggest underdog gets it done in a situation where everybody's just taking a fucking favorite with low confidence. I don't think that's a smart decision. You might as well take a stab at this dog, even though it's not a comfortable one. We'll fucking do it, I guess. His nickname's Beast Mode. He better prove it. Now, looking at his last fight, previously it was at 155 versus Michael Johnson for Darrius Flowers. So, yeah. He lost that fight by a decision, you know. Couldn't get it done against an old Michael Johnson. He's probably going to lose a decision here, but I'm taking him 4-1, underdog. Don't put too much money on this, that's for sure. This is not a very high confidence pick. It's a very low confidence stab here. I'm surprised I'm even making him my pick, but we're going to do it. He's not a dog of the week, that's for sure. Evan Elder, his last fight against Jerno Valdez, that was at 155 as well. So Jerno Valdez isn't that good. I think Flowers is more powerful, more of a specimen on the feet. Now he's going to have an extra bit of weight on him too. Maybe he can get the KO. I'm going Darrius Flowers. Enough of this. I'm going to give you the real dog of the week next. And let's just have another big drink before we place this bet, if we have not yet, because a lot of people are going C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez. Now, what do you think? Plus 180 for Erosa, is that correct? He's fought the higher level guys, much better competition through his last 5 fights. Now, he's lost a couple, he's been finished, but C-Rod hasn't been getting the knockout. He's been surviving, winning close decisions. I think Erosa could just squeeze it out by a decision at this price. I think he could finish the job on the ground in a submission. You've seen C-Rod in multiple submission attempts. He's got out of it. He survived, but Juicy J is a finisher, and I think he could finish the fight. Now, I'll take him as a dog. It's a 1-unit bet for me. $25 is 1 unit. That's a pretty small bet on Julian Erosa. It's not the most confident dog of the week. I had way more money on Cub Swanson, and he lost a close decision there. But I'm putting $25 on Erosa. I know his chin isn't good. It's like glass, some people might say. But I think he'll win. Christian Rodriguez will have a lot of money on him this week. He beat 3 guys that were undefeated. Everybody's picking him to win. I don't think he has finishing potential. I think Erosa is a finisher when he wins. You look at his last couple wins. That flying knee to Nate Landwehr a couple fights back, that was really impressive. He really put it on Nate Landwehr. But, he can get those submissions. I just have a feeling he can get the knockout, though. That Nate Landwehr fight was in 2021. It's been 3 years. We haven't seen a knockout from him. We've seen him get knocked out 3 times since. But that'd be wild if he could get the knockout. His last win was a guillotine choke. 2 decisions before that. Split decision to Steven Peterson. That's kind of sketchy. He beat Hakeem Dawodu by unanimous decision, though. That's a good win there. Christian Rodriguez coming up from 145, where he was a weight bully in 2 of his wins at 145 there. Got the win against Rosas Jr., Cameron Simon. A little bit of a weight advantage. He beat a very gassed Isaac Dalgarian in his last fight. I don't think he's that great. I think he's very composed, technical, sharp. But if Erosa can finish the job on the ground, which I have a feeling he will, then this might not be a bad pick. I'm taking Julian Erosa as my dog. The most confident dog on the card. There's a lot of 50-50 fights. I'll give you a little juicy underdog here, plus 180. Take Juicy J, Julian Erosa for the win. Take him for a submission as well. It's 11-1. That's a crazy price. And inside the distance, go a little heavier on that one as well, just in case he gets the KO. You can take a little sprinkle on the submission, but go a little heavier on the inside the distance, just in case he does get that KO. It would be wild. It would be very unlikely, but that flying knee to Nate Landwehr there, I'm having flashbacks to that fight there. Don't know why. We'll see what happens in this fight. I'm looking for a flying knee from Julian Erosa, possible guillotine submission that is going to finish the fight as well. Keep an eye on that. 11-1 submission, Julian Erosa. I'm going $25 to win on Julian Erosa, 1 unit. I'm going less on him to finish, half a unit, quarter of a unit on him to win by a submission. These are light bets on the dog of the week. I'm playing it smart. I'm not wasting bankroll. I'm just giving you some free plays, having fun. Now, each week, a forecaster gives their free play, most confident prop at plus money. I really appreciate this guy here a lot. Each and every week, he gives his prop, win or loss. He comes back with his confidence, with a great attitude, and I appreciate it. Frank Bush, you should be the forecast of the week. Each and every week, he has Gabriel Bonfim this week by submission plus 120. I'm going 2 units on this one, baby. $50. It's a small one. It's a light wager, but I want to build my bankroll back up. I've lost some bets. I was stupid with the sport bets. The MLB's not treating me too good. Been coming up shy on a couple bets, so I'm just going to manage it wisely, try to win it back. This is not the card to go heavy and go crazy on as well. Manage the bankroll wisely. 2 units, Gabriel Bonfim submission. I think that's enough. Remember, he gassed out in his last fight against Dalby. He's fighting at Elevation in Denver now. Not Carolina, dummy. But he should pass the test. He's a big favorite, another 4-1 favorite that could easily drop the bag. But I'll risk it for the biscuit. I'm not putting him in a lock. Parlay, I'm not going heavy on that. I'm not putting him in a big parlay that I'm going to rely on. I'm doing a single bet. I'm agreeing with Frank Bush here. Fucking submission win. Gabriel Bonfim, get back in the win column, baby. In Denver, Colorado. You might gas out. You might lose to Angelusa. But, you know, if that happens, we're never betting on you again. So this is going to be a great lesson if it doesn't hit. I do not see this guy getting a knockout. If he does, he has 3 knockout wins. His striking needs to improve. So he has improved his striking if he gets the knockout. Let's say that. He should get the submission. 100% confidence. It's a submission, not a knockout. I've heard a lot of people forecast. I would say predict, not forecast, because they cannot do it like me. A knockout finish for Gabriel Bonfim. Like, this is not Ismail Bonfim, guys. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Ismail Bonfim. This guy cannot strike unless he has improved. That's why Frank Bush is sharp. He took the submission. Come on, plus 120. Let's get after it. We got the locks. Next, plus 125 was the play last week. Peyton Talbot, Joe Pyfer, and Alex Pereira. I got plus 225 on the board here. Here's the problem. We got some rules. Don't bet on women as a lock. Don't take a heavyweight as a lock. You know, don't go against or go with a debut fighter as a lock, you know. We've learned some things, but now we're just going to ignore everything. Okay, the first lock is a women's fighter, Luana Santos. 4-1 favorite. She was a 3-1 favorite. She's just increasing in love. Everybody is loving Luana Santos. I have to agree. Agapova, she's a fiend. She's a real fiend. I've said that. She has some problems. She needs to figure that out. I don't know if she's totally focused on fighting. She's probably wanting some money. She wants that bonus, but it's going to lead her to getting finished by a submission, by a knockout, by a clean decision. I think Luana Santos sweeps the floor with Agapova's moppy hair, from what I'm seeing in this picture. Her hair looked pretty sharp, though, at the weigh-ins. I seen the weigh-ins, and, you know, she looked pretty good. She looked in shape. Agapova looked all right. But I still think Luana Santos is a goddamn lock, especially with everybody and their mother taking her to win, putting their money on her. She's heavily exposed. She has a lot of money on her this weekend. I know. It could be a bad spot. A systems play on the women's underdog is always a good bet. But this week, it's all favorites. It's all favorites. And that's right. Rose, in the main event, is a favorite. Almost a 3-1 favorite. A rightful favorite. Near 3-1 against Tracy Cortez. Stepping in on short notice. Making the weight cut. And honestly, I seen the face-offs. It's late Friday here now. And Tracy didn't look great. Hopefully she looks better. Hopefully she's doing better now. She didn't look great at the face-offs. She looked a little bit nervous. Looked like the weight cut got the best of her. Now, Rose is not going to be an easy fight. On the feet, not going to be easy. Is Tracy going to get takedowns in this fight and secure them? Get the control time she needs? Some people might think she'll get 3 rounds, but that is a gamble. That is truly a gamble. She fought a girl to a split decision that's not even UFC caliber 3 fights ago. She fought Jasmine Jazz DeVicious, who's on the prelims, fucking in her last fight. Like, what are we doing here? Stop, like, if you're a virgin, just, you can go beat the meat, buddy. Like, just, you don't have to bet on her. Rose Namajunas, Thug Rose, should still be in her prime. Rightful favorite here. She's fought the much better competition. In her last fight, she looked like she fell off a goddamn cliff, but now she's back up in the mountains in her hometown. She's going to have the cardio advantage. This fight is 5 rounds. She has that wild head kick against Weili Zhang. She has her phone number in the back pocket. She might pull it up on speed dial because Weili Zhang has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Very good technical fighter. Rose took her to a decision. 5 rounds, beat her. Weili Zhang, who's going to fucking win against her and Tracy Cortez? Probably Weili Zhang, in my opinion. That's the truth. I got to be honest on here. I'm not going to spit out a bunch of lies. My prediction might not be right. It might be incorrect. Rose might not look like a lock, but I'm locking her in. Main event, this fight card revolves around Rose. I'm locking her in. I'm locking in Luana Santos, baby. And we got the Canadian flag. You already know Jasmine Jazz DeVicious is getting it done. Lock it in. Plus 225. We're getting paid. I got 6 units on this for 15 units. We're not even thinking about doing a systems play on a women's underdog this week. The thought has never even crossed my mind. It's been these 3 women's fighters to win for me since the get-go. I'm going to pull up Discord here, give you a parlay. But as I do that, I'm going to give you my forecasted percentage on each of these locks. I know it's not the most confident picks, but I think they all win. Now, Rose Namajunas, forecasted percentage here, 91%. I have her to win by a decision, but she could get the finish, round 4 and 5. So, play that money line. All these fighters are best to play on the money line. The props are going to be pretty hard to hit on this event. Anything can happen. It's mixed martial arts, ladies and gentlemen. Forecasted percentage for Luana Santos is pretty high as well. It's 92%. So, when she was minus 360, that was 78%. In pride probability, I was well above that. Luana Santos, lock it in. Rose, she was 70% in pride probability. That's minus 225. I had her at 91%. We're well above with Rose Namajunas and the confidence level there. Now it comes down to Jasmine. Jazz DeVicious, my Canadian. Sidney Crosby, 87 is the forecasted percentage. What a coincidence. And she was 50% in pride probability, plus 100. So, very high confidence on Jasmine compared to everybody else, compared to Vegas. It don't matter. We're going to lock in. We're going to hit this lock of the week bet. Improve to 6 in a row. And now it's time for the Palay Parfait for UFC Denver. This is called the UFC Denver 10. I'm going to give it out. If you don't like some of the plays, you can switch it up. Totally okay with that. Overs, unders, fights to go the distance. If you want to take the other fighter on the money line or take the other fighter by a prop, get crazy with it, do what you want. Cheers, everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's cash in. I'm leaving the first fight off. Evan Elder, Darrius Flowers. And I'm going to start it off with Andre Petroski, submission or a decision, plus 120. Montel Jackson, decision, plus 150. Joshua Van, decision. That's under plus 100 now. It's a very, very likely prop this week, especially for how many people are going Charles Johnson. So that's very unfortunate. Joshua Van, by a decision, should be a clear play. Maybe not, though. I doubt much money is on it, though, to be honest, so I think it will be a clear play. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, KO, TKO, DQ, and round 1. Plus 210. This is probably the hardest prop to hit. He's going to have to hope he got blessed by Joe Pyfer and he can put Cody Brownage in a body bag before the 5 minutes is up. We're going to need him to get that finish in round 1. I'll probably be sweating. I'm already sweating it right now. Leave it off if you want. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, KO, TKO, DQ. Round 1, please. God bless. Let's go. Fight to go the distance for Muslim Salikov, Santiago Ponzinibbio, plus 110. I love this parlay piece. This is the co-main event. It's in the middle of this parlay for some reason, but it's a great parlay piece. This fight to go the distance, a 37-year-old and a 40-year-old, probably going to be slow, calculated, run out of gas in the mountains. It's probably going to get pretty boring if that happens, and the fight will go the distance. Plus money, let's go. Put it in the parlay here with Gabriel Bonfim submission, forecast of the week, plus 120. Fight not to go the distance for my dog of the week, Julian Erosa, Christian Rodriguez. And this goes against everything I said about Christian Rodriguez not being able to get a finish. Julian Erosa Out of anyone that Christian Rodriguez has recently fought, I guess is the most finishable. So let's hope that fight does not go the distance. C-Rod can probably win a decision, though. So be careful on that parlay piece as well. If there's two that I'm worried about, you know which ones they are. Luana Santos, Jasmine Jazz DeVicious, and Rose Namajunas to finish off the 10 leg here is going to pay me back almost $12,000 on a half unit bet. $12 for $12,000. If you want to put a little sprinkle bet on this with me, please do. Let's cash in together and enjoy this big ass win if it happens to hit. You never know. It's gambling. It's a 10 leg parlay. I've been 2 off multiple times. This could be the week. It's a tricky week. It's probably not the week, but this could be the week. You have to have faith. You have to have confidence. And you just got to hope for the best. Even if you don't think you can do it, just be delusional and tell yourself you can fucking do it, right? You don't need to have negative thoughts in your head. If you want a happy life, just put positive thoughts in your head. And, don't overthink it. A lot of people overthink a lot in life with picks. Sometimes you just need to take a deep breath and not overthink it. Some things are just going to happen, and they're meant to be, right? Some people have just put in more work. The research is there. The statistics are there. People are doing a bunch of predictions. I mean, if you can't make money, so that's the Fight Fiend forecast for UFC Denver. Parlays are done. The bets are done. Patreon members for $5 a month have full access to all the bets. They have had early access to the picks with the confidence levels, forecasted percentage since Sunday, Monday, and they also have access to all my sport bets. They have a line movement tracker for UFC only. I can show you some line movement this week, absolutely free. Some significant line movement and some fights that just really haven't moved. So here's a look at UFC Denver's line movement tracker. I make this up each and every fight card. It's a good little tool to use. And my platinum picks, join now. You can see the method of victory, confidence level, forecasted percentage, and the current odds with implied probability beside my forecasted percentage. So then you can see, Rose is 69% compared to a forecasted percentage of 91. Jasmine is 50% on the books, but the forecasted percentage is 87%. Oh, look, Luana Santos, the books have her at 78%, but he's having her at a 92% forecasted percentage. There's a lot of great tools for $5 a month. That's 3 events, 4 events a month, plus all sport bets. $5 is way too cheap. Price should go up, but I'm doing it for fun. I do it for the forecasters. If you like my video, I ask, please subscribe. Let's get me monetized. Okay, let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I'll give out more free money once I hit 1,000 subs. Probably give out $1,000. All right, $1,000 giveaway potential with 1,000 subscribers on the Fight Fiend forecast. Get after it. Like the video. I'll be back for another video, full card prediction show next week. It's another fight night. It's another card. It's another week of fights. Potential to make money. Rather, if the fights are having the best fighters on the entire roster on it or the worst fighters, we're going to have a fun time. We're going to make the most of it. Try to make some money. Be entertaining. Do our job. Show up. And you know what? At the end of the day, the main thing is we just gotta smash these bookies. Enough is enough. They can't be taking advantage of us anymore. If you got a confident pick this week that I didn't say, let me know. You don't even have to let me know. Just smash it. Hammer it. You got a confident pick. You got 2 of them. Double up. Treble bet. Get after it. Let's smash it. Let me know if you win. Let me know if you're one off. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what, you should have done. What you could have done. If, ands, or buts. We're getting after it. We're going to have some fun here. It's a tricky card. It's a stinky card. You can call it what you want, but we're going to show up, do our job each and every show at the Fight Fiend Forecast. I see a lot of potential. I got a lot of bets for a card like this. But at the end of her, we're going to be profitable. Let's go.